You already know what time it is. It is the batch call week call. All right. It's the batch call time. All right. So, what are we going to go over today, everyone? Well, it's something that everybody wants to know. All right. How to find a deal for one of your buyers using batch leads. Okay. Because right now, what I talk to people about is the painless wholesaling method. All right. It's finding a buyer first and then going to find them a deal. It saves you a ton of time, saves you a ton of money, and that's what I'm all about. I'm saving time. I ain't got time to just mess around all day calling random people. I want to call people where I specifically have a buyer and I can lock it up and it's already sold. That's what I want to do. And that's what I tell my VAs to do. I say, find me this specific criteria. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how to find a deal the fastest way possible for someone that wants to buy. All right. So, and by the end of this video, like I told you, you're going to know that. And I'm going to show you exactly how to find buyers. All right. Number one, because if you do this method, you got to have buyers. So I'm going to show you exactly how to find buyers. I'm going to show you how to use batch leads to find these buyers, and not only how to find these buyers, but to filter to find a deal for them, and how to make an offer. I'm going to actually go and make an offer for you guys today. So I'm excited. Let's freaking go dive right into it. Step one, how to find a buyer. All right. How to find a buyer using batch leads. That's what we want to know. That's what everybody wants to know that's watching this. So let me show you how. All right. So right here on batch leads, I'm going to open up this tab real quick. We're going to duplicate this bad boy. All right. So how do you find buyers using batch leads? All right. Well, it's pretty simple. You want to find flippers. All right. So I have a deal. I already have a buyer in this area, but I'm going to show you. If you had a deal in this area and you wanted to find a buyer, this is the best way to do it. You're going to go and you're going to set some boundaries, and you're going to go bam, bam, bam. You can do the box. You can do whatever you want. Let's just say here. Okay. Oh, come on. Give me that. All right. So all you got to do is you got to go. You can hit the quick filters down here, but I'm going to actually show you how to do it. So I'm looking for cash buyers. All right. And I want cash buyers, and I want agents that have represented cash buyers too, because those are my favorite. All right. I like talking to agents who have represented cash buyers. So you go here, super easy. We're going to go to all classifications. I only want single family. I don't want to mess around with townhomes, any of that. Single family. At the moment, I don't care about, what's this called? Like the specs of the property. I'm just looking for a buyer or an agent who has represented a cash buyer within the last year that they had purchased the property. Actually, I'm going to go all. I'm going to go that purchased the property cash and then has listed it within a year. That's how I know that these are flippers. And I'm looking for flipping cash buyers. All right. So we're going to go last 12 months. Then we're going to go to cash buyer, and we're going to say, yes, cash purchase. I don't care. I'm just going to go all. And then we're going to go to purchase date within the last 12 months. And then you say exclude properties where mailing address and property address are the same. This is saying, hey, I don't want to talk to people who have that are getting mail at the same property address where this happened. This because that could be the grandma that just bought the house with cash. Okay. All right. 256 at whether it's been active, whether it's been sold, pending. All right. So these are my buyers. Okay. I want to talk to these people, and I primarily want to talk to the agents, because the agents, they're active, they're hitting the pavement. And as you guys can see, like, these are flips. I mean, you don't need to dive too deep. These homes have been flipped. All right. So these are my buyers. So go ahead, go find yourself a buyer. I just showed you how to do it. Now, if you're still like, well, Nate, I love batch leads, but give me another way to find some buyers. All right. Well, let me show you. Let me pull this up. I got so many dang tabs open. Give me a second. All right. How else do you find buyers? Well, let me pull it up. Let's see. All right. So how else can I find buyers? Well, luckily for you, I can tell you every single way in the world that you can find buyers. All right. I'm like Chat GPT. I'm on fire. All right. I can do it all. I'm like the AI. All right. So right here, networking and finding cash buyers. Hold on, guys. My VA is calling me. 1 second. Hello? Jackie, what's up?
Hey, we're supposed to be on a meeting with Ia. We're on the meeting link, boss. Will you be able to attend today?
Give me 10 minutes. I'm wrapping up on the batch call.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, 10 minutes. Is that cool? 10 minutes?
Oh, no worries.
All right, you're awesome. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right, that was just my virtual assistant. She's like, hey, you got a meeting, man. What are you doing? I'm like, oh, snap. I forgot. But hey, that's why you need virtual assistants, because they keep you locked in. So what I was saying is, if you need to find a buyer, use Batch Leads. And if you don't use Batch Leads, here's all the ways to find buyers. You got flippers, landlords, realtors, wholesalers, hedge funds, market to find them. These are all the ways to find your buyers. You got call investor-friendly title companies. You can use Batch Leads. You can call top agents in the area. You can build a buyers list. You can buy other people's buyers lists. Here's realestatenetwork.com. Check the MLS. Local foreclosure auctions are great. Post on myhousedeals.com. Craigslist. If you see a dumpster in front of someone's house, go talk to the person that's flipping the house. It's probably a flipper. Bandit signs. Asking private money lenders, joining Facebook groups, joining local real estate investor associations. Bam, I just gave you 20 ways to find buyers. And I haven't even cracked the surface. There's so many. They're everywhere. All right. You just need to know where to look. All right. So now that we've gone over completely how to find buyers, now how do you use Batch to find them a deal? Okay. Well, let's go to Batch real quick. Where is it? Oh, my dang tab. Okay. So right here, we're in Batch. We've found the buyers. Now, how do we find a deal for one of our buyers? So I already have a buyer. Okay. I've already done this process. I already have a buyer. His name's Nate, like me. And this is his criteria. He said, this is what he said. And by the way, this is my Discord channel where I have my coaching out of. I have, my mentorship. I have my community, and I also have a deal finders team where they find deals and I close their deals. It's people that are part of my community. I help them out. Okay. So this is what he said. He said, Nate, I want Utah, 3 bedrooms plus, south of 27th Street, max budget of 500,000, would like a basement, east of Washington Boulevard. He told me exactly what he wants. So what I got to do, I got to go find it. Super simple. So I go over here. I've already filtered it. I go here and I say, you go to filters and you say, look, I want Ogden, south of, I had to drive a border, but it's south of the street that he said, east of what he wanted. Yeah, east of Washington Boulevard, because he doesn't want west, because that's not as good of an area. And then you go single family, over 3 bedrooms, newer than 1965. Actually, they don't even care how old it is, so I'm going to take that off. They don't care. MLS, on the MLS, yes, because again, I'm doing this challenge right now, so I'm not trying to spend dough. But if you wanted to spend money, then you could not just look on the MLS. You could pull a list, and this would be a perfect idea to pull a list, because it's a specific area. You could pull it. You could drive for dollars. You can text. You could cold call. That's how you can be real quick. But for people that are broke, don't have the money, and don't want to invest, hit the MLS. All right. 500, and they can't spend over 500,000. So let's apply. Let's see how many. There's 25 properties here. Okay. There's 25 properties that meet that criteria. What do? Super simple. I click on any of these and I make an offer, because I know it hits the criteria of what they want. Okay. But I make an offer that's going to make sense. So if I click in here, it's going to show me the comparables. I make a lower offer. We'll see. Let's do it. So I'm not going to share my screen right now as I look at the data, because sometimes YouTube don't like that. But let's make a call. I'm going to call this lead right here. So Batch Leads, luckily, it allows you to see the agent that represents it, and then I'll just call. I'm looking at the comps right now. It looks like majority of the comps in this area. are selling for around, ooh, this one's going for 280 a square foot. I know that's too expensive for Ogden. These people are asking way too much for this house. So let's see. Estimated equity is 180,000. So they got some equity. They can move around a little bit for me. 442. Yeah, they're asking way too much for this house. I would probably say, well, it looks like I'm looking at the data right here before I call. I don't usually look, I just make the call, but it looks like they bought it in 2021 for 336. Wow. So if they bought it for 336, they're really trying to sell it for more so they can make that money. I'm going to call and just offer them 336 for it. We'll see what happens. I know that they bought it for that. Let me make that call. So I'm going to call this agent. I got the information right here. Christina Davis. Let's freaking call this girl. So I'm just looking up the info. Realtor. Farmington Caldwell Bankers, huh? That's who we're talking to, huh? All right. So this is the exciting part. Looking up, making the offers. We'll see if we can get my girl on the phone. Come on, Christina. Let's see. 280 South. 280. It says it's pending now, actually. Okay, I'll make a call on it anyway. They've actually dropped the price quite a bit. It looks like it was on the market for 97 days. Let's call Christina Davis. Let's say hello, Mrs. Christina. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, it says it's pending, but who cares? Maybe they'll back out. Let's call and make that offer. Like I said, I saw that they bought it for 320. What did they buy it for? Thank you, Batch, for letting me know. But let's see. About 336. So I'm gonna offer around 336. We'll see what happens. Remember, you always call twice, even 3 times. I have a Georgia number and I'm calling Utah, so they usually don't answer.
This is Christina Davis with Coldwell Banker Realty. Your name.
Christina, answer your dang phone, girl. I need to fix my posture, everyone. My back is hurting because I sit like this on my computer. I need one of those little back supports things that just like hold your shoulders back. You know what I'm saying? Those ones. Have you seen them?
This is Christina Davis with Coldwell Banker Realty. Leave your name and number.
I'll leave her a voicemail.
As soon as possible. Thanks.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Christina, how are you? My name is Nathan. I'm calling about the property on 2820 South Adams Avenue. I'm calling to see if it's still available. I see that it's pending, but I always make calls just to double check. I'm an investor. I'm looking to buy my next flip in the area. This one is interesting. It looks like it says that the property is a single family and it has a duplex behind the house. So interesting property. I'd like to potentially buy to flip it or keep it, buy and hold it. But yeah, I would love to chat with you. Please give me a call back. I'd appreciate it. Thank you. Bye. Okay. Then you send a text, you send an email, and let's go back to the filtered area, right? So again, on batch leads, what am I doing? All I'm doing is I told you guys that I have a buyer that is looking for a home that is 3 bedrooms south of 27th Street, max budget of 500,000, and would like a basement. So what am I doing is I went and I filtered for the exact thing. 3 bedrooms at least. They didn't care about square footage. They want anything under 500K. That's their what's it called? Their criteria. And That's pretty much it. That's kind of what they want. And I got the location locked in. So right here, this has about 25 properties that are active or pending and that I can call and make offers on. So I just go through here, make the offers and get it done. Now, I think I have someone that's saying, hey, let's see what Egat Hale is saying. Sorry, man, if I butchered that name. Hi, do you think high equity absentee owner vacant properties list from Batch Leads a good list? I added about 1,500 of them to my list and I'm about to skip trace. 100% great list to hit. Hey, if you want to make money with me, I would go and skip trace this area right here with that list. And if you call that this and find anyone there, I already have a buyer that wants to buy in this area. So let's work together, brother. You got if you want, you can do your own thing. But all I'm saying is the beautiful thing about working with a buyer and reverse engineering or painless wholesaling is what I do. You find the criteria of hedge funds. You find the criteria of someone that's ready to buy, a buyer, a cash buyer. You find the criteria of a flipper. These are all people that I've networked with that I can make a call like this and they'll answer my phone. The problem with finding a deal for someone that you're not tight with is they might not answer your call. They might, they might not get back to you. It's speed is the key. So again, what I'm doing here is I have specific people where I got their buying criteria and I specifically look either on the MLS, I look on, different websites. Obviously you can skip trace, you can drive for dollars, you can do all that. Just like my man right here said, I'm assuming it's a guy, he's willing to skip trace that wherever he's looking. So if I were in this situation where I was like, well, let's do what he said. So we're going to filter this area and we're going to say, look, we want this, but we also want vacant. Let's see what we get in this area. There's probably not too much, but let's see. Vacant, absentee owner, vacant. I mean, doesn't that mean it's absentee owner if no one's there, right? Maybe not. Maybe not. Vacant's just not. They could be vacant. Could also be the person owns it, but they just don't. They're not there at the moment. My bad. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of on market because this needs to be any. And what else did you say? You said high equity. Okay, so we're gonna go to equity. And we'll go 50%. We want them to have at least 50%. Okay, cool. So let's check it out. Let's see how much is in this area. Wow, not a lot. Not a lot. Okay, so there would be 6 properties that meet this criteria in this area, which, hey, that's cool though, because I know if I call these 6 people and I can lock up one of them, then, hey, I got a buyer. I got someone that potentially want it, or it's a good deal. So that's the cool thing. If you narrow down what you want, you don't have to call 1,000 people. You're very targeted in your approach. So it's a lot more efficient, in my opinion, instead of just freaking going all over the place. So that's what I do, everybody. You get a buy box, you go search on Batch, and you pull lists, or you look at deals on the MLS, and you yeah, brother, Philly's Utah's a different beast than Philly, but this is also Ogden. So Ogden is north of Salt Lake City, so it's not that crazy. Like it's probably Philly's way bigger than this place. But let me show you this. So let's change the borders on here and let's try this whole area so you can kind of see what meets this criteria in this area. Okay, so there's 112 high equities vacants in this area. So there's not a lot of vacants, absentee owner vacants in Utah, because I guess people got their ish together over here. They they ain't leaving their houses vacant for some reason. But if you knew that criteria, your buyer had that criteria, it wouldn't take you all day to call these people, and you could efficiently get a hold of them. If they don't answer, then you can send them a mailer. If they don't answer the mailer, you could write them, do a smoke signal. If they don't answer the smoke signal, maybe knock the door, but they're vacant, so they're not there. Maybe leave a note. Maybe find out who maybe a relative and be like, hey, I see that there's a vacant property. Do you know who owns it? There's again, it's more efficient if you go this route, in my opinion, but it's really up to whatever the heck you guys want to do. I'm just showing you how, in my opinion, the best way to do it is find a buyer, which we went over, filter the criteria, search for what they want, and then once you get the deal, once you lock it up, you already got a buyer. Now, look, if your buyer lowballs you and gives you an offer that you know you can get better, what do? You blast it out anyway, and you find a buyer that will pay more. So you're not locked in to only work with a buyer if they don't give you what you want. You're not stuck with them, right? So if I find a deal for one of my buyers and he lowballs me, I'm like, dude, come on, man. I spent a lot of time. I gotta make more money than this. Let me tell you what. I'll tell you this. I'll give you that deal if I can't find anyone else. All right, I'll give it to you what they want. And they're cool. I'm cool with them. So it's not like I'm doing something dirty to them. They're usually like, not usually, they're like, yes, they're cool with it because they get it. All right. We've done deals together. So anyway, everybody, that's what it's all about. If you like what I've talked about, give Batch Leads a like and a subscribe, hit the bell icon, hit me up. I got my own YouTube channel, Nathan Payne. I'm always willing to help. I'm in the grind with you guys. I ain't like these other coaches. I ain't gonna say any names, but that are just chilling. I ain't chilling. I'm making offers. I'm doing deals. All right. That's what it takes. You want to do deals? Make some offers. That's all you got to do. Make calls. Everybody, Batch Leads for life. If you see over here right next to my statue of Jesus, who I love, you got Batch Leads cup. You got a Batch Leads blender. That's what it's all about. Batch Leads. Let's go. Have a great day, everyone. Peace.